Are we filming? Yes, we are. So welcome to another podcast. I haven't done one of these for a while. I'm hoping to make them more regular, but I've decided to make this a podcast because it's a mixture of everything. And it's one of those where you can generally listen to the video. So there we go. First of all, season's greetings to you all. I'm recording this on the 28th of December, 2024. And I wish you all a happy new year as well. By the way, just a heads up, it is likely that I will have a New Year's Eve esoteric treat for you all. So watch that space. What would I like to say about 2024 as a bit of a recap? Well, I now have made in total, and it shocked me when I had a look at the stats, 388 videos since I started just over 3 years ago. I have made in 2024, getting ahead of myself here. I have made over 100 videos, so roughly 2 a week, which I think, given the fact I've had a few ups and downs with my health, and I have moved countries, which took a bit of a while to do, I think that's pretty good going. I'm hoping that I can beat that target for 2025. That's the plan. That's the plan. But I just want to say thank you. If you are a subscriber to the channel, thank you very much. If you're just a casual viewer, then thank you very much. And if you are a channel member, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, because that small amount of revenue helps me to road test, to purchase and road test other binders, typically filofaxes, but there are other brands available out there, as you know, and I try and mix and match and look at things from all perspectives. So I hope I'm doing that. Thank you also to all of you that over the last year who have left comments. Many of you have left kind words about my health, and I really appreciate that. This channel, Flatability, started as a bit of a hobby after lockdown, where I had kind of newly retired as an antiques dealer, partly accelerated by lockdown, and I just thought I would take this up again. Many of you will know that around about 10 years ago, I started a channel called Filofax Philosophy, and then I stopped because I thought, hang on a minute, that is very, very restrictive to the Filofax brands, and I want to talk about really paper-based productivity rather than filofaxes in general. And I was very, very busy with the antiques trade, and so I didn't really follow it up. But then it was always at the back of my mind, and so I had the opportunity, with a bit more time on my hands after lockdown, to start this channel. And I have just as much enthusiasm now as I did 3.5 years ago. So I'm my intention, health permitting, is to carry this on indefinitely. Well, certainly in the short to medium term. Hopefully, my health is always a consideration. And particularly recently, I've become increasingly more and more tired. But I'm going to be chatting to my physician or my doctor in a few days' time about the tiredness, to see whether there's an underlying problem there that might have a potential solution or resolution. But I'm very, very committed to carrying on this passion of mine Flatability. So thank you. If you're on this journey with me, I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your input all the way. Thank you. So, the new year, what will I be doing? Well, there are a few changes. Which I think will be positive ones. As you can see from my homepage, I have a number of different. I have a number of different. What do they call them? Playlists. That's it. Sorry. And I'm going to just tighten things up a little bit. I have one called Mail Time, which I'm retiring. I won't be deleting the videos, but I've stopped filming myself unwrapping parcels, because I personally think that I would be better served to get on and talking about the product they're in rather than the actual unwrapping process. So I'm kind of closing that, and one or two others. I want to end up with three categories. One is the podcast, which primarily, apart from the odd one like this where I'm doing a kind of state of the nation chat, primarily I'm responding to. It's a really, really good place to respond to your comments and questions, not only on the channel itself but also in social media in general. So that will continue. Hopefully it will be more regular, but more about the regularity in a moment. I'm also keen on the sort of esoteric kind of videos I make, where I currently put them in the paper-based philosophies playlist. Sorry. Clearly I'm getting old. But you'll probably see more of me philosophizing about all sorts of stuff. And also the reviews. There will be more reviews this year than last year. Because I am more able to purchase or acquire personal organisers or binders or whatever to review, and that's something that really interests me, as you know. To that end, I will be trying to keep the three main playlists. Paper-based philosophies, reviews, and the podcast, so that things can be more simplified and not so complicated. And that's just me, let alone you as the viewers. So I want to keep it, simplify it, but inevitably, my target. What is my target for this coming year? Well, I would like to do instead of 100, I would like to make for you 150 videos. But time will tell. But that is that is the plan, health permitting. And even then, there are ways and means to make things. Like, for instance, as you've noticed recently, although I really, really enjoy making a video for you in one take, because I think it's raw and direct. Recently, I have had to sort of edit them, so you might see a few edits within a video. But there we are. There's another edit for you. That's a cough, not a yawn. So what am I doing for the coming year? Well, as far as the reviews are concerned, I've currently got about 20 binders that have arrived and have yet to be reviewed. So that is going to be something I'm going to be addressing. So there might be a few more reviews than normal in January. The actual binders that I'm buying and then passing on, they will be generally sold through eBay. I have a link I have an affiliate link, no less, in the description of each video. So if you want to have a look at those, if you're as I record this, there's nothing there. I don't have anything in my eBay shop. But one thing that may change by popular request, and I've taken advice about this. It is something that I haven't done for a while. I used to ship all over the world with antiques, and then the rules pertaining to tax changed at the beginning of 2021, and since then, like many sellers, I haven't sold outside the UK. But that may change. I haven't yet decided yet. But I have had many inquiries from people who would be keen to buy something from me, and they do not live in the UK. And I have up to this point said, no, I can't do it. But that may change. If I do, then please bear in mind that you are likely to pay some form of tax or import duty and associated fees as a result of the changes that have occurred around the world, but particularly exports from the UK to, say, America, for instance, or the EU. But there we go. Just a matter of interest, I just want to. This isn't like a plug for my eBay activities, but just more of an explanation. I basically use a system called a Dutch auction, or a pseudo Dutch auction, where I start with a price that is ridiculously high, typically 2 or 3 times more than I expect the item to sell for, and every weekend I drop the price by typically 5%, and I keep on going over the weeks and months until that item, potentially, if it doesn't sell, it will eventually become an item that sells for £1. Now, that hasn't happened yet. It's unlikely to happen because people tend to look at my the things I'm selling. But I've always thought that is a fair thing, because if I'm reviewing these items, these personal organisers or binders, and then selling them, I'm keen not to make a loss. I mean, sometimes I have made a loss. I bought from Filofaxes themselves, Filofaxes UK, a Saffiano compact zip earlier on this year. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to demonstrate the advantages of the detachable rings. And I paid about £40 in a sale and sold them on eBay for £20. So I made a £20 loss, but it was worth it to me to get that to get that demonstration filmed. And what I did with that one, I started at a penny auction. In the normal way, the price rose, but it's my modus operandi for most items I sell on eBay is to start at the high price and go and do things in reverse. Why do I do that? Because I'm acutely aware that that generates better revenue for me. And I am in business to make money, albeit I'm retired. It's a controversial thing, but I don't like to see rival sellers pitching something at a ridiculously high price for months and months and months, never budging. I don't think that's very healthy for the for the for the buying and selling community, as it were. So at least I'm operating at a compromise, and I think it is a free market economy out there. But I make sure that if I sell something at a fixed price, that price is reduced every weekend, typically by 5%, typically until a buyer is found. So there we go. But I'll leave a link, an affiliate link, in the description of each video. Thank you very much. Thank you. What else am I got? What am I saying? Okay, so so for those of you that are just I wouldn't say plain old, because everybody's important, but for those of you that are viewers and even subscribe to the channel, but you're not yet channel members, you'll get podcasts, reviews, and philosophies from me. Hopefully, about 150 of them. That is the plan. But it may be more, it may be less, depending on my health. If you become a channel member, and it's not really supposed to be a plug, but it's just an explanation of what's going on. So, if you become a channel member, which I've set the price at £1, or the equivalent in your currency, £1 a month. You can stop at any time, and you could, for instance, pay your pound or the equivalent and binge watch everything in the back catalogue for a month, and then leave. That's entirely up to you. But I'm running a popular series called the Coffee Break series, which is similar to a podcast, but basically even more stuff. All my videos, with the exception of one or two that are time dependent, like this one, what I do is I typically give my channel members early access for a few days, and then it goes, then it becomes available to the wider viewing public. I've got some behind the scenes videos that are exclusive to channel members only, and also there may be more exclusives in the future. I think there's about 40 exclusive videos as I record this, but certainly there's going to be more, and it will become a growing back catalogue of exclusive material if that is something you're interested in. Anyway, so it'll only cost you £1 or the equivalent, and there are a few other perks as well, such as you get you get priority access in terms of comments, but generally that's what's happening on the other side, as it were. Try it and see whether you like it. With regards to how I'm going to be testing these binders during the year. There's one more thing regarding channel membership. I am in the process of working out how to make my own filofax style binder. So that will be a series exclusive to channel members. If that sort of thing interests you, I am very, very keen on making something like this. No pockets, but just something that is made of high quality leather, and to see whether I can do it. You know, I'm not a leather maker, but I'm going to give it a good go. But what am I doing with regards to reviewing? Well, there is a slight change, and that is I'm going to test. As you know, I'm a big fan of small mini-sized binders, and what I'm going to do is when I when I acquire like this Malden I've acquired, I haven't actually used it in anger yet, but I'm actually going to use these in anger. So typically maybe once a week or a few days, I'm going to transfer everything out of the current binder. So this is my to-do list and diary, and I will transfer it into another binder for a week, and then another binder, and then another binder, and then I will do a review. When I do a review, the review will encompass my experiences of several days hard use, so that I can more readily have share with you my experiences as well as my opinions. So that's what's going to happen with mini size. Also slimline or personal size. I might encompass a few full-size personal binders, but I'm a big fan of slimline ones, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use them in anger because I buy quite a lot of these, and then give you the benefit of my experience actually using these in anger, as well as my review of the binder itself. So I'm going to be more consistent, I think, with the reviews, because there's a lot to review. And I suspect that I will be reviewing, there will be far more reviews this year than last year. So hopefully that finds favour with you. But I just want to end this podcast. We come out to 22 minutes, so it's a bit of a short one, but it's short and to the point. I want to wish you a very, very happy new year. Bear in mind, I have an esoteric video for you, which I will publish. I will broadcast on New Year's Eve. But I will see you all in the new year, hopefully. And in the meantime, leave comments, and I will respond to them as I can. Just one final thing, which has been brought to my attention, and I'm not the only one. This happens, but it has been brought to my attention that there's at least one person out there who is pretending to be me and offering to review your binder if you send it to them. Well, that's not come from me, and it may be a one-off, but if you have an approach like that, you're being scammed, because that's something I will never ever do. So just a bit of a heads up there. I don't do that. So hopefully that's not going to become a regular occurrence. But certainly I am not in the business of contacting people asking to have their binder and review it. So thanks very much for watching. With the exception of the New Year's Eve video, have a good New Year. Bye for now.